In the words of Peter Pan, I never want to grow up.
Can I put it on the fridge?
I don't know what the that was.
I'll be completely honest, my dudes, I don't even know what the fuck we are about to get into. Now, before we hop into this bullshit, we are on the road to 8,000 subscribers, so if you guys are new, please subscribe. When it comes to this style of video, reaction videos, or whatever this is actually categorized as, you generally watch some of the video and then you'll decide if it's something that's video worthy, and I do that myself usually, but just by the description of this video and like the little thumbnail picture, I knew it was something we could talk about. What we have here is a Ddlg couple. Now, if you don't know what that is, I do not blame you. I just now, because of this video, learned what Ddlg stands for, and it's Daddy Dom Little Girl. Just let that register. I already think the daddy kink thing is weird. I think it's kind of weird to call the guy that's fucking you daddy, but to like start acting like you're a little girl, like you're an underage child, putting a binky in your mouth and talking like you're some underage child, that's where you're crossing some weird fucking lines.
In the words of Peter Pan, I never want to grow up.
Can I put it on the fridge? Hooray!
I'm a little and he's my daddy.
The end.
Look, I'm not here to kink shame. Your boy has his own kinks. I like my asshole licked a little bit, but this is just weird. I've also never really understood the need for role-playing, whether in or out of the bedroom. I'm just a little too self-aware. Maybe I'm your standard, typical missionary sex white guy, but if it's some chick's trying to role-play as something, like sexy outfits are one thing, but when you try to immerse yourself in the role of whatever the outfit is that you're wearing, I just can't take it seriously. Of course they're from Kentucky.
Peppa and Emily Elphant like to share their...
Along with the rest of us, this cat does not know what the hell is going on. I can't imagine the struggle of having to put up with this every day.
Go ahead, little girl.
My name is Max, and I'm 20, but not really, because I'm 5.
My name is Johnny, and I'm 31.
See, again, I don't really understand the point of this. It'd be different if they were doing this shit 24/7, but right there at the beginning she goes, my name's Max, I'm 20 years old, but not really because I'm 5. Oh, because you're a little girl, I get it, haha. Like, I don't understand. What's the point? Why do you pretend to be 5 years old at certain points of the day? And can we acknowledge for a second that they look exactly like people that'd be into this shit?
Ddlg, by definition, is Daddy Dom Little Girl, and it is a subsection of BDSM, which is a part of Kink. I was just discovering things about the community, learning a bit more about it. I decided to try it out, and I've just loved it ever since. It's just me.
I'm a pizza.
See, that almost makes it weirder than it already was, because she was researching BDSM, came across this, and decided that she liked it. Now, obviously, you gotta develop kinks and things, you gotta try things out before you know that you liked them. But she was researching BDSM shit, came across Daddy Dom Little Girl, thought, it sure would be sexy if I acted like a 5-year-old for my boyfriend. Like, how is that the one? Why is that the one that caught your fucking eye? How weird are you? Like, there are so many other things out there you could be doing, so many other kinks that you could have, but the one that you stuck with, and the one that your boyfriend or whoever he is agreed to, is the one where you pretend to be a kid.
There are a lot of people in the community that do this sexually, and I am not one of those people. This is a completely non-sexual lifestyle for me.
Get the fuck out of here. I don't know who it is you're trying to convince, but there's no goddamn way this is completely non-sexual. You're not out here researching BDSM shit because you're bored and just need something to do. You're trying to spice up the sex life because y'all both look like y'all are some pasty-ass, mayonnaise too spicy missionary sex only motherfuckers. Plus, John Boy here doesn't look like he's too good at doing the sexuals.
The way Max first told me that she was part of this lifestyle, she had shown me the videos that she was watching, and she showed me a sippy cup and that she was eating these baby snacks, and I think that's when we had the conversation about it.
See, again, weird shit. There is no way that if I'm with some chick, doesn't matter how short or how long I've been with her, she comes to me with this shit. Hey, David, look at this sippy cup I like to use. I also like to eat baby snacks. Sometimes I suck on a binky. Like, no. Fuck no, dude. I'm gonna drop your ass off at daycare because this shit is through. There's no way that this guy, who wasn't before into this Ddlg shit, is presented with the opportunity with the girl that he is in a relationship with, pretending to be an underage girl, pretending to be a 5-year-old, and there's not something that he likes about it, because why else would you fucking agree to it?
If it's been a really hard day and she's been a really good girl, we'll go to the park.
puddles. Going to the park.
Look, I don't have kids of my own, but I have like 3 nephews that I've watched grow up. And I don't know what she thinks like the mental capacity of a 5-year-old is, but she sounds like she's special needs. My youngest nephews are 3 years old, and they talk regular. They talk in full sentences, and she talks like she's slow. I know it's not a major point or whatever, but all I'm saying is, like, if you're going to immerse yourself in this role, live this lifestyle. 5-year-olds can have conversations with you. You don't got to sound like you're fucking retarded.
I'm little a lot of the time, especially when we're at home, when we're just relaxing and I'm with him. I'm little when I want to be. I'm little when it's right to be.
Listen here, bitch. Let's have a grown-up conversation since apparently your boyfriend doesn't know how to do this. There's never a right time for this shit. There is no right time to be carrying around a doll as a grown adult. There is no right time to be sucking on a pacifier. There is no right time for your boyfriend to be acting like your father. There is no right time for you to be eating baby snacks and pretending to be a 5-year-old. There's absolutely no right time for any of this shit because this shit isn't right. It doesn't matter what you claim all of this is for, there's some underlying weird shit to this, whether you want to admit it or not.
But of course it's not something that like I can't control. Like if we're out in public, you know, I don't just randomly like shout daddy because that's involving other people in something that they didn't consent to.
She says that as they show video of them in a public setting, in a park, with her pretending to be a little girl with kids and shit in the background. We don't do that in public, we don't involve people because they didn't consent to it, yet that's exactly what it is the fuck they're doing. Maybe those kids want to ride the slide or get on the fucking swings or get on the merry-go-round, but you gotta record some footage for your creepy-ass documentary, for your creepy-ass lifestyle.
My dom, my daddy, takes care of me, but I also take care of him. We take care of each other. And I think having that nurturing aspect to the relationship really makes it strong.
There's a reason we progress as a species as we get older. You're born, you learn to walk, you learn to talk, you grow up, you go to school, you hit puberty, become a teenager, you become adult, and you go out into the world. You didn't find the secret ingredient. Pretending to be a 5-year-old for your fucking boyfriend and yourself is not the secret magic ingredient to keep a relationship strong. You can nurture each other in a regular-ass relationship. You don't gotta pretend to be a kid. The definition of nurture says care for and encourage the growth or development of. Those are things that you can have as adults. You can help each other grow as people. You can nurture each other as adults. If the only way to get a nurturing aspect in a relationship is for one of you to pretend to be an underage child, that relationship is doomed from the beginning.
Can I have some milk instead of water? Got it. It's heavy. Oof.
This is kind of just a small one, but I did want to address it, okay? Pretending to be an underage kid, pretending to be a little girl, 5-year-old, whatever, it's weird, but let's put that to the side. You don't have the physical capabilities of a 5-year-old. You are a grown adult. You're a 20-year-old woman, and a half-full gallon of milk is not goddamn heavy for you, so why are you pretending like it is? You pulled it out of the fridge with one hand and then pretended like you needed 2 arms to hold it. There's a camera crew there. You're playing it up for the camera. You're doing it for attention, you stupid bitch.
Got it. It's heavy. Oof.
All of my rules over here by the bed so that I can see them.
Well, how about that? All of the rules that she has to obey while she's in little girl mode happen to be right by the bed, but this is not sexual in any way. Now, the quality of this list is kind of hard to read, but I was able to make out most, if not all of it, and 2 of the entries on this list has to do with this bitch trying to find a job, or needing to find a job. That doesn't seem like something a 5-year-old should need to do, if I'm just being honest here, and one of the other rules is that she has to take a bath at least every other day. This bitch is nasty, she hardly bathes.
Anytime that I want a story, he'll read it to me because we like reading together, and sometimes I get to read the books, and if I don't know how to say a word, he helps me.
Again, you're not actually a 5-year-old. You can read. He doesn't have to read words to you. I know I'm looking too much into this, my dudes. They're just playing roles. They're just pretending and all this other bullshit. But it just pisses me off. It's so fucking annoying. This is so fucking stupid.
I am so vulnerable and so open in little space that's where I want to keep it. Like, it's a safe place, and it's a place that we share together.
You have fun today?
Yeah.
This is totally not a sexual thing, but here's a clip of me rubbing all over her ass while she's in this little girl mode. She talks about how vulnerable and open she is in little space, whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean, and about how it's a safe place. But that seems like kind of opposite, because if you're vulnerable and open, that means you're vulnerable to anything and open to anything, but somehow that's a safe place, and you cannot tell me that this shit is not fucking sexual. Just own up to this shit. Nobody believes you anyway.
I will always have that childlike sense of wonder about me. And whether or not in 20 years I still call myself a little, I know that I'm gonna have that inside me because I don't want to grow up.
Look, nobody really wants to grow up, and there's nothing inherently wrong with holding on to your youth, but you're taking it to a weird ass level. You can still do everything that you do when you pretend to be a little girl as a grown adult. Y'all can still go to the park and have fun. You can still have dolls and collect dolls and stuffed animals and whatever the case. But you don't need to be dressing up like a little girl and sucking on pacifiers and pretending like you're 5 years old. You just don't need to do those things. You can do everything that you enjoy doing as a little or whatever as a fucking adult. I don't know why you can't grasp that. You can have this exact same relationship without having to pretend to be a little girl. You can still do all these like childish things that you like doing, and he can just be a dominant man over you, and you can be a submissive woman. Like, you don't have to do this shit. You're just choosing to do it. You're both freaks. You're both disgusting. I hope your family and friends reject you after they've seen this video. If they didn't happen to already know about this shit, hopefully this was the first time they learned about it, and they no longer invite you to events. There's nothing wrong with having kinks. Everybody's got a weird kink. I tie a belt around my neck every now and then when I masturbate. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes, maybe, I might sneak into a woman's bathroom and dig through the trash can looking for discarded tissue paper. Every now and then, I might tuck my wiener and stare at myself in the mirror. Some nights I lay awake and wonder if I should end it all, but you guys gotta find something new. I hope you guys don't come away from this video thinking I really do that shit. The only one that actually pertains to me is contemplating killing myself. But that's just everyday life. Anyways, I hope you guys, girls, and transgenders went on to enjoy the video. And if you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Turn on notifications. Follow me on Twitter at @TheDashingDavid. Links to my social networks are in the description and in the outro. Later, guys.
My daddy and I are very much in love.
Give me forever for a while, give me forever for a while. Quit acting like a baby, or at least less like